Slowly begin to exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale through your nostrils. Open mouth, exhale. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Keep your arms up, please. Stretch up to your fingertips. Bring your hands to your heart, side out, let it go. With your eyes closed, palms pressing together, lips sealed. Begin breathing through just your nostrils, please. In through your nose and out through your nose. If you can, begin to include that sound quality to the breath, so that as you inhale, moving breath at the back of the throat, you feel the vibration of the breath. And as you exhale, that vibration comes out as a loud whisper or a low growl. It's filling up the space around you. It's vibrating off the inside of the body. Do more than just hear it. You can feel it. You can almost taste it. You can reach out with all of your senses and feel this breath. Set the intention for our practice today. Since we are working on back bends, we're working on opening our heart, opening our body, opening our individual self. It's a great reminder of the personal aspect of our practice. Even though we're kind of in this group setting, I know it's an online group setting, and even though that we're all sort of moving on our through a set of prescribed motion, like all of us together, don't forget the personal aspect of your practice, that through each movement, you're looking to create a connection to yourself and move that connection back out to the movement. It's a cyclical action of drawing inward to find what moves you, what inspires you, and moving that inspiration back out through your action. We think of the front body as the individual self and the back body as the universal self. And in back bending, it's one of the few opportunities we really get to open up that individual side of ourselves instead of it being closed off, let's say, in a fold. So working to really support that heart opening, that expression of self, expansion of self with intention and with purpose. Exhale your breath all the way out, please. Inhale for Om. With your eyes open, let's come forward onto our hands and knees, everyone. Please spread your fingers nice and wide, hands just under the shoulders. Knees are going to be about hip width apart. Walk your knees in just a smidge closer so that when you lean forward, your shoulders are maybe just over or past your wrist. Pressing down through your knuckles, lift your palms up, then lower the palms back down. Lift the palms up and lower the palms down, going up and down, up and down, and 5. Lean forward, 4, 3, lean forward, 2, and 1. Lower the palms down. Walk your knees in a little bit closer if you can. We're going to come up onto our fingertips. What I'd like you to do, please, is make sure you're not leaning back to come up. So really make sure you're rocking forward, leaning forward. It's going to be a little bit hard. It's going to make it feel like you're doing a push-up in just your hands. Press through your fingertips, lean forward, lower the palms down. Lean forward, press through your fingertips, lower the palms down. So what I would say, Jeff, is to walk your knees in closer. Jeff and Yanesia, and then that way you aren't leaning back to lift your palms up. Lean forward, lift the palms up, lower the palms down. Lean forward, palms up and down. We never rock back, we're only rocking forward. Let's do 3 more. Lean forward, palms up, lower down. Lean forward, palms up, lower down. That's it. Lean forward, palms up, hold it. Press to your fingertips, round through your spine, cat pose. Ooh, Mama. Press to your fingertips, chin to your chest, scoop your tailbone. Inhale, cow pose. Spin your thighs back, lift into your chest. Go ahead and look up at the sky. Exhale, cat pose, chin to chest, scoop your tailbone. Inhale, cow pose, your chest look up. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Come back to a neutral spine, please. Turn your palms face up and point your fingers in towards each other. Pressing down to the backs of the hands, wiggle your fingers a little bit. Roll out your thumbs. You can stay right here or rock side to side. Maybe small movements at first, but they start to get bigger the more your wrist feels open. Pressing down, wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Maybe even pull your fingers in towards your palm. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now please turn your palms face down and point your fingers back towards your thighs. Palms down, shifted forward. Cat pose your spine, really leaning into it. Press down, press the ground away. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, shift it back. Cow pose your spine. Move your hips to your heels. Lift into your chest. Exhale and cat pose your spine. Chin to chest. Rock forward. Lean into it. Inhale, shift back. Cow pose. Move your hips back. Lift into your chest. One more time. Exhale, cat pose. Shift it forward. Ooh, lean into it. Inhale, cow pose. Rock it back. Go ahead and sit all the way back onto your feet this time. You're pressing down into the tops of your ankles, lengthening through the tops of your knees. You can stay right here or lean back and let your knees start to come up off the mat. Maybe they come up a little bit. Maybe you come all the way up to your toes, and that's fine too. Couple of breaths here, in through your nose, out through your nose. Remember to breathe with intention. When you're ready, keep the hands where they are. Lower your knees back down to the ground. Walk the hands back just a little bit more and puff up into your chest. Roll your shoulders back, please. Easy breaths here. Shoulders back and chest lifted. Slowly walk your hands forward. Come all the way forward onto your hands and knees again. Let's go left arm out to the left, please. Thread your left arm underneath you and land all the way down onto your left shoulder. Lower your head to the ground and walk your right fingertips forward. Okay, so before you engage too much, see if you can bring a little more awareness into what makes this pose stable. Hug the tops of the thighs towards each other. Spin your inner thighs back and broaden your hips, please. Lift your belly and twist. Look up underneath your right armpit. Bring your right hand back down in front of your nose. Push down to your right hand and stretch your left arm up to the sky. Please step your left foot back, coming into a supported side plank pose. Reach over your head with your left fingertips and get really long through the left side of your body. Press down and stretch, lean back. Look up, inhale. Exhale, please step your left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Keep reaching your left hand forward. Nice big stretch through your fingertips. Circle your left arm up and back. Grab a hold of your right foot, please. You can give it a good little squeeze if you can get it. Don't worry if it doesn't happen. Just reach back and twist anyways. Release the back foot. Circle your left hand down. Pick up your back knee and straighten your front leg. If you need to keep your back knee down, that's fine as well. If you want to keep it lifted, please do so. Inhale, rock forward. Drop your back knee. Circle your left arm up and back. Grab a hold of your right foot if you can. Squeeze it in, heel to bone. Release the back foot. Circle your left arm around. Pick up your back knee. Straighten your legs. Drop your gaze. Look back. One more time. Inhale, rock forward. Lower the right knee. Circle the left arm back. Grab your right foot. Squeeze it. Let it go. Circle the left arm around. Pick up your back knee. Straighten your legs, please. Press to your hands. Sweep your left leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Stack your left hip over your right hip, please. Press to your hands a lot. Lift up and over with your left hip. We're going to flip the dog and find a nice little wild thing, just a baby wild thing. Lower your butt to the ground and tap the ground with your left hand right between your legs. Lift your hips up, reach your left arm up and over your head. 2 more times. Hands, left hand taps the ground. Hips up, left arm reaches overhead. Left hand taps the ground. Left arm reaches overhead. Circle all the way back to plank pose, top of a push-up. Lower down, chaturanga, please. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Lift up to your toes and lower your knees to the ground. Right arm reaches out to the right. Thread your right arm underneath you and land on the back of your right shoulder. Lock your left hand forward. Breathe. Tops of the thighs roll in towards each other. Inner thighs spin back. And broaden your hips. Take your hips a little bit over to the right. Draw your navel in. Extend through your spine a little bit more. Now twist. Bring your left hand back down and open your right arm up to the sky. Step your right foot back. Big stretch to your right side body. Reach your right arm forward. Step your right foot all the way to the top of the mat, please. Keep reaching the right hand forward as you lunge. Stretch out to your fingertips. Circle your right arm back. Grab your left foot and give it a good little squeeze. Heel to bone. Release the back foot. Right arm reaches forward. Place the hand down. Pick up your back knee. Option to keep the back knee down if you choose. Press out through your feet. Inhale, rock forward, lunge. Right arm circles up and back. Grab your foot and squeeze. Release it. Circle around. Straight legs. Rock forward, lunge. Right arm reaches back. Grab your left foot. Give it a good squeeze. Heel to bone. Release the foot. Right arm comes all the way back around. Straighten your legs, please. Press to your hands. Sweep your right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Stack your right hip over your left hip. Press to your hands a lot. Lift your right hip up and over, wild thing, tap the ground. And as soon as your foot taps, lower your butt to the ground. Tap the ground between your legs with your right hand. Really press down through your left arm a lot. Lift up out of your left shoulder. Lift it up, press and stretch. And tap the ground. Press, squeeze into your left glute. Lift. One more time, tap and lift. Then just keep it going all the way back to plank pose. Both hands and feet down, lower. Chaturanga. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Nice job, everybody. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, please. You're going to step the left foot just forward of the right big toe. Left foot lands a little bit to the left of and forward of the right big toe. Taking small steps forward, lift and extend. Don't rush it. Make sure you're really taking your time to lift and extend. Reach out to the right foot. Right foot steps just forward of the left foot. Left leg lifts up, reach back, lift up, hold it. Left foot steps forward of the right foot, getting the lift and extension. Right leg lifts up and extends out, press to the heel. Right foot steps forward to the left foot. One more time, left leg lifts up, hold it. Don't swing it, right, wait for it, stretch it out. Left foot steps forward to the right foot, right between the hands. Right leg lifts up, hold it, stretch it out. Right foot steps next to left foot. Good, everybody. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen your spine, please. Shins in, thighs back, stretch your heart forward. Exhale, fold in, nose to knees, please. Rise to standing, take your arms up. Grab your right forearm, side bend to your left side. Inhale, come back up. Grab your left forearm, side bend to your right side. Inhale, come back up. Please cactus your arms. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Lift up into your chest. Can you make your legs really solid? Shins in, inner thighs back. Squeeze the glutes, lift your chest even more. Chair pose, breathe in. Draw your navel in. Okay, keep that. Lift the front of your hips, now sit low. Bring your hips to the height of your knees. Exhale, good, Joanna, forward fold all the way down. Lift up, halfway, please lengthen. Plant the hands, step or hop back. Remember, if you hop back, you want to land with bent elbows. Take it back, chaturanga. Good, Cody. Good, Manu. Step or hop back, chaturanga. Go for it now. I'm watching. Step or hop back, chaturanga. Yes, yes, very good. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward dog. Lift your right leg up nice and high, please. Stretch it back. So lifting to the right thigh, stretching the heel back. Now step your right foot just forward of your left foot. Lift your left leg up. All right, lift and extend. Step your left foot forward. Go for both. You don't need to go as high as possible, or doesn't need to go super high. Can you get a good balance of both lift and extension? Lift your right leg up, hold it, stretch to your heel, step your right foot forward. Maybe you notice that that extension gives you a little more lift. Inner left thigh lifts, press out through your left heel, left foot comes forward. One more time, right leg lifts up and stretches back. Right foot steps between the hands, left leg lifts up and stretches out. Left foot steps next to right foot, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold it in. Rise to standing, take your arms up. Grab a hold of your right wrist, side bend to your left side, please. Inhale, pick it up. Grab your left wrist, side bend to your right side. Inhale, back up. Open up the front of the body. Cactus your arms. Open your heart. We get support through our back body to open up the front body, meaning we get support from each other, from our universal connection to help open up our individual self. So slide your shoulder blades towards each other and down your back. Use the muscles on the back to help open the heart. Inhale. Curl back even more. Exhale. Chair pose. Reach your arms up. Sit nice and low. Exhale. Forward fold. Nose to knees, please. Lift up halfway. Lengthen. Plant your hands. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. Cobra pose. Or upward dog. Downward facing dog. In through your nose, out through your nose. Breathe. Inhale, lift up to your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Rise to standing, reach your arms up. Hands to your heart, exhale. Let's go with chair pose. Arms up, hips back. Hug your shins in, spin your thighs down. This leg action becomes really helpful for building our future upward facing bow. So shins in, thighs down, sit low, hands to the ground, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Plant the hand, step or hop back, chaturanga. Cobra pose or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, lift your left leg to the sky. Bring your left knee into your chest, please. Step between your hands. Spin your right heel down. Press to your right foot, rise up, warrior one. Just for a moment, spin your inner right thigh back. So that inner spiraling action will become really helpful and supportive for our back bend. Inner right thigh spins back, please. Squeeze into your right glute. Draw your belly in, now stretch. Press through your feet, lunge deeply. Release the hands down to the ground. Take it back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Please lift your right leg up to the sky. Right knee into your chest, step forward. Spin your left heel down and rise up. Warrior one, tone your thighs, squeeze heels together. Inner left thigh spins back. Squeeze into that left glute, draw your belly in. Press to your feet, stretch. Get low, lunge. Release the hands down. Take it back, please, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose or upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift up to your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Lightly step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips really low to the ground. Even lower. Lift up onto your tiptoes. Bring your butt to your heels. All right, so you have a few choices. Option one is just to stay here and hold this. You might take your knees a little bit wider. Your butt is on your heels. We're gonna lower the knees softly, really softly down to the ground by leaning your chest back. So you lean your chest back and let your knees just really, really lightly, they barely even touch. They just lightly tap and you pick them right back up. From there, you're gonna lower your heels to the ground. Try to keep your butt off the ground. Reach your hands forward, lean forward into your thighs. Do your best. Pick up your heels. And then again, the knees will so lightly, just quick little tap and pick it right back up. And then our heels tap the ground. Reach forward, lean into it. One more time, heels up. Lean back as much as you can. Lean back, knees tap the ground, slide the knees forward. We'll pick it up. Heels tap the ground. Very good, friends. Place the hands down, crow pose, knees into the arms, rock forward, look forward. We don't want to lose our crow pose skills. Pick up your heels into your bum, lift your thighs into your ribs. Hug your forearms in, push the ground away. Hips up a little more, Inacia. 3, good, that's it. 2, Everyone awesome. Good. Fatima, step it back. Chaturanga. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Nice job, friends. Couple of breaths. Find your breath again. In through your nose, out through your nose, please. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Bring your knee into your chest and step between your hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. Press down through your feet, roots arise. Pause for a moment, tone your thighs, hug your shins in towards the midline, draw thighs into hips. You should feel a really strong anchoring of your legs into your core, of the upper body into your core. Don't lose that, please. Lift your inner right thigh, wrap your outer left hip back and under. From the center of your hips, push out through your feet to deepen your lunge. Lift up into your chest, reach back a little bit. Sweep the arms down and back. Interlace your fingers behind your back, please. Palms squeeze together. Stretch your knuckles towards your right heel. Inhale. Come forward, bring your belly to your thigh. Stay here or keep rocking forward. Float your right leg up, warrior three. Inner right thigh is lifted. Right leg reaches back. Lift your chest. Stretch your knuckles towards your right heel. Lift your thumbs a little bit more. One more breath. You got it, friends. Strong legs. So good. Release the hands down to the ground. Go ahead and step your right foot way back behind you again. Turn to your right, Skandasana, right knee bending, left leg extending. We'll hold it here. Heels in. Sorry, squeeze your heels together. Heels down. That's what I was looking for. Heels down and thighs wide. Heels down and thighs wide. Slowly lower your hips towards the ground. It's a little bit more. One more breath. So good, my friends. Stay nice and low. Come forward to the top of the mat, side angle pose. Left hand down inside the left ankle. Right arm reaches forward. Stretch out through your fingertips. Tone your thighs. Inner right thigh spins back. Outer left hip wraps under. Press to your feet, deepen your lunge. Stretch, lean back. Turning your heart to the sky. Stretch your heart forward and back. Think about how much your heart is opening right here and now. We're ready to open into the knowing of our individual self, the vulnerability of that opening. We add so much strength to prepare us for it. Ready, rise up, warrior two, please. Just for a breath, we're actually going to straighten the front leg, turn your right heel in, and your toes out. Squat, heels in, toes out. Place your hands on your thighs, press your thighs wide. Drop your left shoulder, let's do right shoulder, sorry. Right shoulder towards the ground, please. This is just working on getting our spine nice and mobile. All these little rotations and twists, and pick it up. Left shoulder drops it. You'll find that the more movement you have in your spine, the easier it will be to create a back bending shape there. Let's lower the right knee down to the ground. Turn to face the top of the mat. So you'll pick up onto your right toes, spin your right knee down, face forward, arms up, Anjaneyasana. Palms together and thumbs to the back of your neck, please. Squeeze your elbows in, lift your elbows up, scissor your thighs together. Keep scissoring thighs together as you press down through your feet. Lift up to your chest, then extend the arms straight back behind you. Reach back for your fingertips. Side plank to the right side. Hands down, left arm to the sky. Side plank it up. Breathe, press to your right hand a lot. Step your left foot back, wild thing. Reach to your fingertips, up and over your head towards the ground. Nice, everyone. Good, yes, you keep reaching towards the ground over your head. Yeah, that's it. Let's bring it back to plank pose, friends. Both hands down, lower chaturanga. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky. Bring your knee into your chest. Step between your hands. Crescent lunge, rise up, press down and rise. Tone your thighs. So engage the quadriceps, engage the glutes, hug your shins in and scissor your thighs together. Draw thighs to hips. Keep that inner left thigh lifts. Outer right hip wraps under even more. Squeeze the glute and stretch through your legs. Interlace your hands behind your back, please. Opposite clasp. Squeeze palms. Stretch your knuckles towards your left heel. Lift your chest up. Come forward, bring your belly to your right thigh. Stay here. Keep the shoulders open or fly warrior three. Either option is great, but wherever you are, please make your back leg strong. Inner left thigh is lifting, even if the toes are down. Press through both feet, extend through your legs. Stretch through your chest, lift your thumbs away from your back body as much as you can. Good, Monica, keep lifting. Good, Zach, shoulders up a little more. Standing leg strong. Release the hands down, step your left foot way back, Skandasana. Left knee bending, right leg extending. Heels down, there we go. Squeeze heels together, press out through your feet. Just work your hips in nice and low. Nice, Colleen. Let's come forward, side angle pose. Right hand comes down inside the right ankle. Left arm reaches forward. Pause and breathe. Tone your thighs. Squeeze heels together. Inner left thigh back. Outer right hip under. Press from your hips out through your legs to deepen your lunge. Lean back. Roll your left rib cage back. Stretch through your left fingertips. Pull your left hand over towards the right side of your mat. So you're getting that overhead shoulder stretch. Opening and stretching through the front body. Side plank to the left side. Nope, sorry, that's wrong. Come back up. Goddess pose. Heels in, toes out, hands to your heart squat. Place your hands on your thighs. Drop your left shoulder in and down. Pick it up, drop your right shoulder in and down. Come up onto your left tiptoes, turn forward, drop your left knee to the ground, take your arms up to the sky. Nice big inner spiral action. Palms together, thumbs to the back of the neck. Keep spiraling your inner left thigh back to broaden your low back. Scissor your thighs together, squeeze into your left glute, and then press into your feet. Lean back into your elbows, extend back through your fingertips, chest to the sky. Big back bend here, reach back. Release the hands down, side plank to your left side. Right foot steps back to left foot, pause. Stable through your left shoulder, spin your left bicep forward, then step your right foot back, wild thing. Press through your feet, left glute engaged, lift through your hips, reach the right fingertips for the ground over your head. Maybe it touches, good, Cody, big stretch. And come back around, nice, Jeff, plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga, please. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, let's do rock fork plank pose. Lower all the way down to the ground. Take your right arm, left arm out to the left and step your right foot to the ground behind you. Reach back with your right hand to grab your right foot. This time you're going to kick the foot into your hand, kicking your right foot back towards your, let's say your left fingers. Just a few breaths here. Right foot kicking into the right hand, roll the right shoulder back. Breathe. And release it. Switching to the other side. Please reach your right arm out to the right. Roll over to your right side. Reach back with your left hand to grab your left foot. Roll the left shoulder back. And kick the left foot into the left hand. You should be taking your toes towards your right fingers. And releasing. Come back onto your stomach, please. Come up onto your plank pose. Press up, plank pose. Lower your forearms down, lift your hips up, dolphin pose. Hug your forearms in, press down through your forearms. Look back at your toes, press your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky, please. Left knee into your chest, pick up your elbows, step between your hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. Interlace your hands behind your back. Squeeze your palms together, lift your chest to the sky. Warrior 3, come forward. Lift your heart, lift your right thigh, extend through your legs, extend through your chest. Maybe your right heel and your knuckles tap. A little bit of hamstring work there. Lift everything up. Skandasana, step it back. Turn to your right side, right knee bend. Get really low. Come forward, side angle pose, left hand down, and right arm reaches forward. Big stretch through your right side body. Twist, lean back, look up, open up that front body. Rise up, heels in, toes out, hands to your heart squat. We're going to go right into our Anjaneyasana. Spin your right knee back down, take the arms up. Palms together, thumbs to the back of the neck, please. Squeeze the elbows in, scissor your thighs together. Lift the elbows up, press through your feet, reach back through your fingertips. Big stretch. Side plank to the right side. Left arm up, wild thing. If you can, take your left foot just a little bit closer towards your right hand. You can land on the top of your foot or your toes. Reach through your fingertips. Hold and breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back around. Nice breathe. Lower. Chaturanga. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Right leg, both forearms down, dolphin pose. Hold it here. Hug your forearms in. Press your chest to your thighs. Press your thighs back. Broaden your hips. Breathe. Really seek the shoulder stretch here. Push down and press back. Lift your right leg up. One more time, right knee into your chest. Lift your elbows, step forward. Rise up, crescent lunge. Lift the front of your hips, interlace the hands behind your back, opposite clasp. Palms squeeze together, chest is lifted. Here is a little back bend. Come forward, warrior 3, keep the heart open. Lift your left leg up, lift your inner left thigh. Squeeze into the left glute a little bit more. Then bend your left knee, maybe the knuckles and the heels tap, chest lifted. Lift everything up. Big step back, Skandasana. Nice, friends. Stay nice and low. Come forward, side angle pose. Right hand down inside the right ankle. Left arm reaches forward. Stretch. Looking for a lot of rotation in the torso. Spin your right rib to the left, your left rib's back. A lot of length and extension to the side body. Open the heart, breathe. Rise up, heels in, toes out, hands to your heart, squat. As soon as your hips get as low as they can, we'll turn forward, Anjaneyasana. Spin your left knee down, take your arms up. Palms together, thumbs to the back of the neck. Scissor your thighs together. Hug your shins in. Squeeze into your left glute. Press through your feet, reach back to your fingertips, everybody. Big stretch, heart to the sky. Keep going back. Look up. Reach to the back of the mat. Release the hands. Side plank to the left side. Wild thing. Stepping your right foot, not just back behind you, but stepping your right foot as close to your left hand as you can. Lift your hips, squeeze into your left glute. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back around. Nice clean plank pose. Lower all the way down, chaturanga. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward, facing down. Exhale. In through your nose, out through your nose. Okay, friends. See here. Walk your feet forward and rise up. Let's play around with some work with our chair and such. What do we do first? Grab your, let's actually come to the wall first. So if you have a space at a wall, we're not gonna do anything too intense. You just need a little small space at a wall. You're gonna bring your left hand to the wall and look over towards your left. You can use anything about this height, as high as your shoulder, a door, a refrigerator, bookshelf, piano, and it's okay if I don't see you because we're just gonna do it this one time. Left hand on the wall, keep your left hand at the wall, start to turn your chest towards, away from the wall so that your back is at the wall and your chest is forward, but your left arm is still extended. Now please reach your right arm up to the sky. Right arm reaches up. You're gonna reach up and back until your right fingertips come to the wall. Once the right hand is on the wall, shift. Place your right hand on the wall and start to turn towards your right. And turning your chest all the way towards the right. Let's do the same thing. Right hand is on the wall. Turn your chest towards, away from the wall so that your back is facing the wall. The right arm is straight. Reach your left arm up and stretch it back until the left fingertips touch the wall. Then turn to your left. Should we do that 2 more times? Let's do it. Ready? Turn to chest away from the wall so that your heart can really open. Expand through that front body. Know yourself. Right hand touches the wall. Turn to your right. Turn to your left. Left arm up. Left hand touches the wall. Press to your hands here. Press to your feet. Turn to your left. Last time for good luck. Turn. Right arm up. Right hand touches the wall. Press to your hands. Turn to your right. And left arm goes up and over. Left hand finds the wall. Press to your hands. Turn to your left. All right. Come away from the wall. Shake it out. Now let's grab our chairs. First step we're going to do is, if you don't have a chair, it's fine. You can use blocks for this. I'll show you both ways. First thing you're going to do is just let your body know the shape that we're building. The back bend is such an unfamiliar shape to our body. Think about in your day-to-day life how often you encounter that deep back bend shape. Almost never, which is why the back bend is so powerful, which is why we learn so much about ourselves in the opening of the heart in this back bend practice. So let's go with support for the first round. Watch. I'm going to sit with backwards in the chair so that my chest is facing the back of the chair. I'm going to get in really close as I can. Then holding onto the back of the chair, I'm going to lean back. You might want a blanket or a pillow or something underneath your back. I'm usually okay without it. You can maybe work your hands down to the ground. You walk your hands towards your feet. And slowly let your head come down towards the ground. You can stay here. You reach your arms over your head. If you want to reach back and try to grab the chair with your hands, you can. My hands don't quite reach the legs. I'm just going to hold this for about 5 to 10 breaths. See if you can gently squeeze the back of the chair with the legs. So you're squeezing your thighs into the chair. Not so much that you're losing circulation or shaking, but just a reminder to hold the inner thighs in and down. Any arm variation really that feels supportive and strong. If you want to place your hands alongside your ears, you can get ready for our full upward bow. Hold it here, gently pressing through your hands so that your head is not resting too heavily on the ground if your hands are down. We'll hold for 2 more breaths, please. Hug thighs in. Breathe. Press forward through your knees. Reach back to your chest. 1 more breath. Slowly, slowly to come back up, you're going to loop your ankles around the legs of the chair. All right, one hand will reach up. The other hand will reach up. I'm grabbing the back of the chair and pulling myself up. Okay, so if you didn't have a chair, you can easily do this with blocks. We're going to do it 1 more time. And if you're using blocks or books or pillows or any other resource, you have stools at home, step ladders, you're just going to do exactly the same thing, only with whatever resource you have. Go ahead and do it 1 more time. Just a reminder to your body that it's capable of this shape. Same thing on the chair or with blocks if you have them. And I'm just going to take a nice supported version of a back bend, opening up the front of the hips. Just about 3 more breaths, everybody. All right, wherever you are, slowly start to make your way off whatever support you have and set it to the side, please. All right, let's put this together. We're going to take maybe 1 or 2 just easy back bends. You can stick with bridge pose, or you can take it up to your upward facing bow. Okay, here we go. Arms by your side, feet flat on the ground. Bridge pose, lift your hips up, shins hug in, inner thighs spiral down. So without any of the support underneath you, can you create the same opening? We still have support from our muscles on our back, shoulder blades, kind of doing something funny here. Your upper back is broadening as the shoulders roll back. You're pressing through your feet to expand. So working the strength in your back to help create opening in your heart. Now stay in bridge pose or hands alongside your ears. Keep the legs active, press it up, upward facing bow. And if you feel anything like me, you kind of just floated up into it because your spine was really ready to receive it. Shins in and thighs down. Lift through your outer hips, please. And start to push through your feet a little bit more. Bring your shoulders over your wrists as much as you can. 3. Good, Madhu. Press through your feet, Madhu. 2. There you go. Same thing, Colleen. Press through your feet. And 1. Slowly lower down. Nice job, friends. Let's rest. We're going to do 1 more of those. Focus on the opening of your individual self. Even though we all are moving together, we each have our individual practice that we're taking into consideration. Use your strength, use your knowledge, use your courage and confidence to help support you in the next round of this pose. Here we go, 1 more time. Hands alongside your ears or arms by your side. Stick with bridge pose or take it up, upward facing bow. Hug your shins in and spin your thighs down. That action in the legs, think of like when we were in chair pose. Shins in, thighs down, broaden your outer hips. Lift from your outer hips, press into your hands. Hug your forearms in. So you're working that sense of drawing in so that you can more freely expand out. Nice, Vittorio. Press to your feet. 2 more breaths. Lower down. All right, come on, back bends. And you can see how much work it took to get here. These poses aren't necessarily the most natural shape for our body to take, but it took a lot of effort and energy to get to this point. Just as it takes a lot of effort and energy to really know and understand ourselves. Even when we think we've opened ourselves up to our own inner knowledge, we're often surprised at things that we do, our responses to things, our reactions to things. So this practice continues to remind us of the work needed to understand oneself, to know oneself fully, and then to love oneself just as much, to have compassion. Let's see what time it is. Okay, let's do, that's good. Let's do one more. I want to do 3, so let's do 3. Last one. Inhale with compassion, with resilience, know yourself, and lift up. Inhale, last one. 3 to 5 breaths. Hug your shins in, hug your forearms in. Broaden your upper back. If you want to do bridge pose, do bridge pose. If you want to just lie on your back with your arms and legs extended, with the block underneath you, that's a really subtle back bend. Good, Colleen. Press to your feet. Shoulders over wrists. 3, 2, strong arms. 1. Nice job, lower down. Really good work, everybody. Let's go windshield wiper the knees right to left a few times. Very nice job. Every opportunity on the mat is a chance to know ourselves better. And so thank you for taking that time today. Knees all the way to your left. Look over your right shoulder. Take your right hand over to your left and roll over to your left side, please. You're going to come all the way up onto your hands, keeping your legs just as they are, and turn to face the back of your mat. So I've got my left foot against my right thigh, and I'm bringing my forearms down facing the back of the mat. So you've got this twist going on. It's a prone twist, your belly facing down. If you want more of this kind of twist, take your right arm and slide it underneath your left arm and lower down onto your right shoulder. It's going to deepen the twist quite a bit. Make sure you're breathing. Slowly unwinding. Take it over onto your back and we'll switch to the other side. Right arm to the right, right knees to the right, or both knees to the right. Look over your left shoulder and breathe. Roll to your right, come up onto your right side, and turn to face the back of the mat. Bring both forearms down facing the back. If you want more of a twist, you can slide your left arm under your right arm. Lower down onto your left shoulder. Slowly coming up. Please make your way up to seated. Stretch your legs out nice and wide. Take your right hand to your left thigh, left arm up, side bend over to your right. It's okay if you don't have exactly all of these connections. Really work on just getting the lateral extension, the side bend, and some of that twist. Left shoulder back as much as you can. Breathe. You can maybe support your head and reach with both hands if you want. I like this action, so I'm kind of pulling myself through, tying myself in this knot. Tone your thighs, press out through your feet. Look up. Let's go through the center to come to the other side. So coming all the way down to the center. Take your left hand to your right thigh. Take your right arm over to the left and lean back. Tone your thighs. Press up through your feet. Breathe. Look up. Come right back down to your center. Walk the hands out. 3 breaths. Tone your thighs. Drag your heels in. Press your feet out. Fold it in. Slowly walk your hands back in, please. Very good, friends. Bring your legs together. Bend your knees. Round in. Drop your nose towards your knees. Grab your feet or ankles if you can. Just hold it. And last pose we'll take together. Roll down onto your back. Grab your feet. Happy baby. Pull your thighs wide and down. Hug your knees into your chest. Bring your nose to your knees. Inhale. Shavasana. Exhale. Lie back and relax. If you're feeling pressure in your low back after our practice, maybe expected. We did a lot of back bending today. But if you want, you could place your feet flat on the ground and let your knees touch. This will kind of fill up the space in the low back a little bit. Shavasana. You are ready to start moving. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your wrists and your ankles. Take a deep breath in, stretch out your arms and your legs. Side out, let it go. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. From there, rock your way up to seated. Sit up nice and tall with your eyes closed and your hands together at your heart. Let's just finish with an increased sense of awareness of our individual self, that I and the us that represents our unique individual personality, ideas, and practice. Can you move now with a little more connection or confidence, a little more knowing that you have support, you have the ability to persevere, be strong, be open, be vulnerable. Vulnerability does come with the price of vulnerability. We know that we are supported and inspired. We know that we can recover. We know that we can continue to grow through that awareness and connection to our individual self. So thank you for choosing to do that here and together. Let's actually just close with one Om, bringing us together from wherever we are. Exhale your breath out. Inhale for Om. Light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for practice. Thanks so much, everyone. Great job today. Really nice work. Thanks for playing along. If you have questions, comments, requests, feedback, reach out to me, Stephen Arcos Yoga, on Instagram or Facebook or website. And you can also email me, stephen@stephenarcosyoga.com. If you have any questions at all, please reach out. You can also Venmo me or PayPal me through the same link, Stephen Arcos Yoga. All the same, everywhere you go. That's me. Hope to see you soon. Come back again. If you have questions, please reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks, y'all.